Hello and welcome. Today we're going to look at the Hozelock Flexi spray, Hozelock reference 2683. This is quite new and obviously it's been advertised on the telly recently. With the packaging it does come, and the instructions tell you that this holding device can be screwed to a wall or whatever, so that you can safely store the product if you want. But if I dispense with that for now and we look at the Flexi spray itself, it's principally a piece of hose, and the whole thing is about 2 foot or 60 centimeters in length once it's extended. But the principle is that this length of hose is ultimately flexible and can be flexed into any particular shape you want for various watering tasks around the garden. Now when it's fully extended, as I say, it's approximately 2 foot in length, so it gives you some extra reach when you're watering in the garden. The handle itself is nice and chunky. It's got the trigger there, and it's got a trigger lock so that the hose can stay in the on position, and obviously the water flowing throughout the hose. The water control is here, and at full it will give you 100% of the water flow through the Flexi spray. When it's turned fully down, it will just give you 50%. So that's a nice useful feature, in that you can tweak it and have as much water flow as you want, or reduce it if it's too powerful. It is like a spray gun, and the spray head itself has got 4 different settings. Jet is one. Rose, using the whole rose, is another one. So for instance, sprinkling the lawn would be ideal. And it's even got a water fill option, so that if you're filling a watering can, for instance, it'll quickly and easily do that for you. But let's see the Flexi spray in action. One of the features and one of the marketing methods that they use is that it can be used like a spray lance. So for instance, if you were watering hanging baskets, you'd have it in a position such as this, giving you the extra reach and the downflow onto the baskets themselves. Let me plug that into a hose pipe and we can see what sort of spray we get. So if I select a spray pattern for that, there's the fine spray. I've got the trigger locked into place, and I can change the flow up to 100%. So that's a very useful device, and that's a decent sort of spray. Also, if I just turn that off for a moment, I can use this as a long reach sprayer. So if I need to get to a particular area that's hard to get to, I've got an extra 2 foot of reach. So if I pan over to my potatoes now coming up in my raised bed, I can very quickly and easily, without any effort, reach those. If I look at some of the other sprays, as I mentioned, there was the option to fill a watering can. So that's that one. So I can very quickly and easily fill my watering can with that option. There is a sprinkler, so you could use this on your lawn if you required. And what I'm going to do is just bend the Flexi spray into a particular shape. That would be fine for me. So if I lock that into place, I can now walk away and leave that watering, in this case my potato plant. It does have a much finer spray, which is there, and if I increase the flow rate, I'm going to step back a bit now, but if I wanted to, I could increase the flow rate and cover a larger area to water a lawn, for instance. Let me close that. So in essence, that is the Hozelock Flexi spray 2683. I think you'll agree it's rather useful tool, and takes the place of a couple of extra watering guns and lances. So from my point of view, I would say that this is quite a useful tool and takes the place of a few additional ones. Thank you very much.